abortion is anything. If I had a cyst on my uterus, that would be considered an abortion. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No.
is. Yes, it
No.
All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm grateful to have you here. And we got a doozy today because these lefties just keep bringing the content. So I'm going to keep reacting to it. Let's get it popping.
What do y'all think? Does white privilege exist?
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, aren't we in 2025? Black privilege, maybe. I mean, white guilt is going on. There's a whole lot of that, unwarranted, but white privilege? Nah, not in the age of DEI. Didn't earn it.
Would you guys support paying reparations?
Yeah.
Well, I want to give you guys the opportunity, actually. This is my friend Topher. If you want to pay reparations or help the black community.
So if y'all can, I need lunch today. So y'all have $20 I can grab.
Don't have my wallet on me. Don't have my wallet on me.
Of course not. But hey, no wallet, no problem. I guarantee she's got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, any of the other apps that are out there. What it really comes down to, instead of that excuse of I don't have it on me, is you don't want to use your own money for reparations. You want to use people like me and you watching, our tax dollars, people that are out there adding value to society, not just raking in mommy and daddy's dough. You don't really sympathize with the black community, all the horrible things that have happened throughout the generations. That's no longer the case in 2025, but you don't care. You just want a virtue signal. That's what it really is.
We're all here because Donald Trump decided to go into politics instead of going to therapy, okay?
Wait a second. What is that in the white fur coat? What are we doing out there? What, y'all, not we. I don't want to be anywhere in this hot abomination disaster going on. No, thank you. But what do you identify as? The abominable avatar snowman? Got the blue face, got the glasses on top when it's cloudy outside. I don't think there's going to be any direct rays hitting your eyeballs. These people, y'all, it's hard to contain my comment.
We're all here because Donald Trump decided to go into politics instead of going to therapy, okay? Yes, because when they say hateful things about women, they don't devalue us. They devalue themselves, okay?
Oh, really?
So I was asked by the organizers who want me to really go away right now, and let's start marching. Your call to action is this: laugh at losers, okay? Keep laughing at losers. And history books, okay? They're not gonna skip this part. History's been written, so go make yourself a part of it. I love you, let's go!
Blind leading the blind, y'all. History, y'all are trying to erase the actual history that has taken place and create your own. We got some 1984 George Orwell action going on all the time now when it comes to these lefties. I mean, goodness gracious. She's talking about Trump needs therapy. Hello, have you walked past a mirror lately? Pray for him, y'all. That's all we can do, because there's nothing but hate and just constant vile rhetoric being spewed from that side. It's always coming from the left. And 99% of them, they don't even know what they're protesting against. And the other 1%, they just worship Satan. That's their father, the devil, the father of lies. And they're just trying to lead the entire world into destruction. Like I said, just pray for them. Pray that they repent and turn to Jesus before it's too late.
Republicans should watch out going after cat people. Because, honey, we claw back.
Oh, wait a second. I shouldn't want to see that again, but I kind of want to see it again, just because it was very disturbing but hilarious at the same time. That's why we're here. That's why I'm reacting to these kinds of videos, because he's got the 1980s mullet, not even a mullet going on, just the hair is letting down rock star style.
Going after cat people. Because, honey, we claw back.
Yeah, okay, what's he gonna do? Bust out a White Claw? Pop open a can of soy? I mean, come on now. Most of these lost souls out here, they don't even know what sex they are. They've been declawed, or they've declawed themselves. Pray that they come on into that narrow gate, because it's looking hot on the screen, not in the good way.
My decision to skip the inauguration, you know, what people don't realize, or my decision to make choices at the beginning of this year that suited me, were met with such ridicule and criticism. Like,
Big
people
Mike
couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart,
Right.
you know?
Is it not falling apart? Your husband seems to like men. There's been lots of reports, allegedly.
It's like, while I'm here really trying to own my life and intentionally practice making the choice that was right for me. And it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard thing for me to do. Mm-hmm. I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear. I mean, I had affirmatively, because I'm always prepared for any funeral, anything. I walk around with the right dress.
Are you now? Why are you prepared for every funeral? Is it because you knew it was coming? Because you might have had something to do with it, allegedly? For those of you that know, you know.
I travel with clothes just in case something pops off.
Mm-hmm. Y'all make things pop off all the time on that Obama side.
If we build this world from love, yada da 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 yada da da.
Is he supposed to be a pastor? I sure hope not. I know when you see a pastor rocking a rainbow scarf or skirt sometimes, it's not what they think it is. It's false prophet, wolf in sheep's clothing action. You got his Ray Charles is on, sitting next to the Timu, Barack Obama, and Hakeem Jeffries. He's got a cross. Oh, he should be ashamed of himself. Hakeem Jeffries, you know you are not in the faith. I have to call these people out, y'all. I am called to rebuke evil as a Christian. That I constantly have to test myself in the scriptures. I constantly have to test myself to make sure I am in the faith and I have salvation. I know I do, because discernment is flowing all through my body. When I see something going on that's against the holy word, against what God commands us to live like, especially when it's a fellow brother or sister, or falsely proclaiming brother or sister like this, when you're rocking the cross, you got to call it out. You got to expose the wickedness. When it rears its ugly head, that's Satan trying to veil himself as a light, as an angel of light. I'm judging righteously that you can't be supporting a Democrat, supporting these leftist, wonky, satanic ideologies, and truly be a Christian and truly be a follower of Jesus Christ. You can't be.
Then God will build this world from love.
No, that's not it. That sounds like a demon anthem to me. They're lying to you. Love to them is protecting and celebrating criminals. They groom children into predators, and they like chopping little boys and girls stuff off and try to remix the unremixable, trying to change genders, which can't be done. These people are a disgrace. Period.
So I'm scrolling the dating apps earlier, and for the first 20 swipes, it's conservative, moderate, apolitical, nothing, conservative, moderate. And to me, conservative, moderate, and apolitical, and nothing is all the same thing. You all are MAGA. So immediately, no. Took me 20 swipes to finally find a liberal. I'm like, gee, what the is going on? Why is everybody MAGA? It's not that everybody's MAGA. It's that, the male loneliness epidemic.
Just the people with uncommon sense are MAGA. That's would be more accurate. I would love to see the liberal that you landed on after swiping left or whatever the apps allow you to do these days. The ones you passed on, probably great husband material, good alpha men, good men that lead their family in truth. I would love to see the liberal that you landed on, because I'm assuming you're still single, Harvard shirt on, which explains a lot.
It's not that everybody's MAGA. It's that, the male loneliness epidemic. It's because nobody wants to date them. They don't make good partners. That's why there's so many single ones out there. All the liberals are taken. Not all of them. Obviously, there's some out there. But
they're probably gay, or they think they're something that they're not. They've swapped out parts and decorated themselves in a way that's unflattering to women that are heterosexual. Yeah, that.
I'd rather have no dates than ever date a MAGA ever again. So I will scroll until my fingers fall off until I can find the perfect liberal.
You better get the finger protection ready, because them fingers are going to be hurting. Endless scrolling. If you do find a liberal man or a man claiming to be a liberal, then you're going to have a beta issue on your hands. And there's no such thing as a perfect anything outside of Jesus Christ, let alone a halfway decent liberal that isn't nuttier than squirrel turds. So you better get you a gentleman that is going to lead, protect, and serve like God created us to do.
You don't believe science. And abuse women.
Men can't control their emotions?
Yes, and abuse women.
You seem like you can't control them.
Excuse me, I'm angry.
She's wearing a pro-Roe shirt, 1973 Roe v. Wade. That indicates that she fully supports the murder of innocent baby blessings. And she's out here complaining about men abusing women, but she doesn't care at all about the little girls in the womb that are being deleted off the face of the earth. That's why I'm an abolitionist, because abortion is evil, y'all. You won't ever be able to convince me of anything otherwise. That is not a clump of cells, a fetus, a zygote. That is a human life with its own unique set of genetic DNA code. Any woman and doctor that go through with that wickedness, abortion, they call it healthcare and all of this, is murder. That's what it is. Any woman and doctor that goes through with that should be held accountable via a prison cell. Straight up.
Emotions and abuse women.
Men can't control their emotions.
Yes, and abuse women.
You seem like you can't control their emotions.
Excuse me, I'm angry. I'm angry and I'm loud. That's not emotional. That's called being persistent and passionate. And all the football coaches
they don't
who
believe
yell
in
at their
science.
little
There's
boys
no talking to
and
them.
say that's not emotional. That's a
Well, look,
man.
I want to say I'm
Your
pro-life.
testosterone is what makes you illogical and emotional.
Y'all, it just boggles my mind how much hypocrisy oozes from these people's pores. These liberals just accusing others of what they're guilty of time and time again. But why is it that men's hormones, testosterone, whatever you want to call it, it makes us illogical and emotional because we're men and our hormones are somehow deemed as evil. But when women are in their hormones and in their little fifis, they're just being hormonal. Rules for thee and not for we. It's a double standard and it needs to stop.
Abortion is anything. If I had a cyst on my uterus, that would be considered an abortion. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No.
is. Yes, it is.
What's wrong with you people?
Yes, it is. Look at, okay, anything that is involving the uterus.
Well, no, in order for it to be an abortion, it must be a human life.
No. Anything that is
Yes.
involving
Yes.
the uterus and you have to get rid of it, it is considered abortion.
No.
Abortion has been a big thing for
yeah.
a long time, and it affects people,
So-
and it hurts people.
So has murder and slavery and child sacrifice. There's
that
been
is completely different.
Ooh-wee, man, the way these lefties get triggered from just hearing the truth, it's incredible, ain't it? I mean, you got to give it to them because what I just heard was it sounded like a very loud cyst being her. She needed to be removed from the microphone. That's what needed to happen. Just another unhinged screamer thinking that shouting louder is somehow going to make what you're saying any more true. But that's not how it works. She was out there arguing like a 5-year-old, but couldn't be more off the mark. Couldn't have been more wrong. If we go along the wonky sort of ideology that she was on, according to her logic, any procedure that involves my head, that would be considered brain surgery. If I get a fresh fade, brain surgery. Every time I cut my own hair, I'm basically my own neurosurgeon. And if I even went in to get an eye exam or to have a cavity filled, brain surgery. In reality, I think it's her that needs some brain surgery to try and undo this leftist indoctrination. Clearly, this poor girl did not have a father who was willing to dish out the truth and a few spankings growing up like she needed to have, and definitely wasn't homeschooled, because I can guarantee there is no respectable mother out there who would ever allow an outfit like this in her home, let alone let her daughter step out the door looking like that. And she probably thinks the rainbow represents some prideful abomination soup crowd, not realizing that, no, that's a covenant that God made with Noah, not to wash away people like her off the face of the earth again. All I can say is pray for these kids, y'all. Pray that their parents start leading them in the righteous way to go, that they start being responsible for their actions, for the life that they brought into this world, and that they guide them and instruct them in the truth and not just cater to their feelings and say, no, get along, go ahead, do what you got to do. Parents listening to their kids. Oh, I feel like I'm a girl, a he, a she. I want to do that. No. You're the parent. You set the tone. Start doing your job. Something needs to happen, because the confidence that these kids have in delusion, it's real out here in these liberal streets, folks. And people thinking that just because they believe or feel something any given day that it's automatically true. No. There are absolutes and actual factuals. The truth is not relative. It's what God established in the beginning, and you got to deal with that. And hopefully they attain to that knowledge, attain to that premise sooner rather than later. They need to turn off the woke media machine, and they need to crack open a Bible. That's what they need to do. Dive into that basic instructions before leaving earth. Turn to Jesus and have faith. Start living how the Lord commands us to, so then you can experience real freedom. Freedom from the power of sin, and you won't be confused and led astray by the devil. Galatians 5 verse 1 says, "Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty by which Christ has made us free, and do not be entangled again with a yoke of bondage." Amen. But I'll stop ranting there. I'd love to hear what y'all think about all this in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it if you enjoyed. Until next time, I love y'all. Godspeed. I'm gone.